Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peyton. Thank you guys so much for coming by today. In this video, I plan on taking down my fall decorations and just kind of doing like a pickup around the house so I can go ahead and get my Christmas decor up. I don't have a ton of fall decorations. Pretty much what you saw in the beginning is what I have. So I just took all of that down and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of wipe off my surfaces, get things picked up. No deep clean today. I don't really like to deep clean before I put my Christmas decorations up because my trees shed. They get the little green sprigs everywhere and glitter and flocks. So today's just going to be kind of picking up and getting things out of the way so I can get my Christmas decorations out. And then here in the next day or two, I'll do a good deep clean on the house to get everything like really cleaned up, and I'll go ahead and record that and post that in a separate video. But as far as today goes, I'm just going to kind of pick up, wipe things down a little bit, and go ahead and get my decorations up so they're out of the way. And then next week I can just focus on Thanksgiving. You won't see my completely finished tree in this video because I do like to do it as like kind of a sentimental thing where me and my husband kind of get together and we decorate the tree with all of our family and sentimental ornaments at the same time. So I'll show you that in my next video or something if we've done those yet. I'm not really sure when we're gonna put those up, but I am gonna wait for that since that's something that we do as a family. It's kind of a tradition. So if you guys have any family traditions or anything that you do, let me know down in the comments kind of what caused you to start doing them, how they play into your routine and everything like that. Other than that, hang out and we'll go ahead and start cleaning the house and get our Christmas decorations up. So I decided this year that I wanted to make some sentimental salt dough ornaments for my tree. So this was a super easy recipe to do. Basically, I took 2 cups of just all-purpose flour, a half a cup of salt, and then maybe like 2 or 3 tablespoons of water, basically just until I got like the consistency of Play-Doh with my salt dough. And then I rolled it out on a piece of parchment paper. I pressed my kids' feet into it and then also my dog's paws baked it in the oven at 250 for about like 2 hours, and once they came out I just popped some paint on it. And I'm not the most crafty person by any means, but this is just kind of one of those keepsake ornaments, and they came out so cute. We did go back and I actually kept the dough and rolled it out a couple of days after, and I did go back and make a couple more ornaments with their handprint, so I'm not sure how long it'll keep, but it did keep for about 2 days, I know. So I'm sure you could make this ahead of time if you wanted to have like a party or do some decorations, you know, for your family or anything. But I'm moving over here. My son has been really into playing in this room, and there are yogurt fingerprints all over this glass. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this down and kind of do a quick pick up and clean in here, and then we'll move over to the living room and finish out. So this day I was definitely having some technical difficulties. For whatever reason, my video formatting had you guys super zoomed in on this clip, and it also cut off like the back portion of this because I did run out of storage. So basically after I picked up the living room here, I just moved everything to its home and wiped down the tray, and then I moved over to the other side of the living room. My son has been eating in here and playing in here. He's obsessed with trucks. That's why you see cars all over my house. So I just kind of wanted to go through and wipe everything down and have a fresh slate. I will probably go back through the next day or so and get my OC cedar mop out and really mop the floors down good after I vacuum, just because there was, not only was there like glitter and stuff that's going to be in the floor from my Christmas decorations, but also he's just kind of spilled food, and our baseboards need to be wiped down pretty good and stuff. So I will go ahead and record that whenever I do a deep clean down here, but for today I just wanted to brush over the top with everything. So last year we moved into our house in October. So when the holiday season kind of came on, we were putting all of our holiday decorations up on top of all of the boxes that we already had, with just general moving boxes and everything. So when I put all of our decorations up last year, I didn't really think much about where I was putting them. I was just kind of throwing them up on the wall to get them up and get them kind of out of the way and everything. So it's been nice this year being able to actually kind of take my time and look at where I'm putting everything at. I was looking at my mantle, and last year I hung my stockings just across my mantle, very traditional, you know, straight across the top and everything. And whenever I started watching this back, Initially, I was wanting to put my stockings up, but hang them vertically down the side of the mantle. I've seen that on Pinterest, and it looks really good, but I'm not really sure how it will look with my style of mantle, because on the others, it was more of like a rustic vibe, and they did look really good, but I just don't know how it will look against our framing around the fireplace, if that makes sense. But when I started washing this back, I actually kind of think that I'm happy with how this mantle turned out, and I don't want to put our stockings up. I got some of these really pretty red, they're not quite velvet, but just like a thicker material garland, and they're bows. And so whenever I put them up, I kind of just like how simple that our fireplace looks with these on it, instead of doing everything. So I don't think I'm going to put our stockings up this year. If I do, I don't think that I'm going to actually put them over here near the mantle. I think that I might find somewhere else to hang those at. But really happy with how this turned out and the simplicity of it. I didn't end up putting any ornaments on this little tree beside of the fireplace, because it just looks so cozy with it just being plain and the lights. So I was really, really happy with that. And then my other two trees is where we'll keep my ornaments and do things a little bit more. I do plan on going to Hobby Lobby and maybe Michael's in the next week or so. So I'm sure that I am going to add things to the house that will probably pop up in one of my next videos that you guys won't see today. Just because I wanted to go ahead and get all of my decorations up before I went out and bought any more Christmas decor. So we'll go ahead and move into the dining room. I'm going to get that picked up with my son's Hot Wheel disaster in here, and then we'll go ahead and get the tree up. So I did record myself putting up both of these big trees, but my son was in here and he really wanted to help, and he was kind of running around like crazy, so these videos were pretty chaotic, so I didn't include those in here. But basically on this tree in here in our living room, which is the one I'm working on now, I just went ahead and put the ribbon around it and then left it bare. And then the one behind me there in the dining room, I just put all of our older ornaments on it, which is just like red and white and some gold. But I do plan on actually I bought some really pretty like light green ornaments, and I think I'm going to go ahead and pop them in this tree, so I can make it kind of like more of like a Grinch theme. And I've got a really cute little Grinch cut out from a party that we went to like years ago that my son was in love with. He loves the Grinch, so I thought that would be kind of a cute way to incorporate what he really likes into this tree area. But other than that, that's pretty much where I left my trees at as far as decorating. And then I moved into the kitchen. I don't love having a ton of stuff on my counters. I think it looks really pretty, but I don't like stuff being near my food. And we're constantly in here, and I have to be able to wipe things down. So I usually don't put much on my counters. So I thought I would just kind of hang some garland over top of the window here, and I got some really cute like nostalgic popcorn garland from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but I thought it looked really pretty kind of strung up in this. The only thing that I don't like about this area is I would love to have lights on this garland that's around the window, but I don't have an outlet close enough to plug them in. So when I go to Hobby Lobby, I think I'm definitely going to get some battery powered Christmas lights, and so I'll probably go ahead and just kind of feed those through here. I also might look for some other things that I might be able to set on the counter as long as I can wipe them off. They're not super glittery or anything. I love those like ceramic trees with the multicolored lights, or the gingerbread style stuff. But I'll take a look at what they have whenever we go. But I do for sure want to add some lights to this area because I think that is missing. And then I don't know if you can really see it that good or not, but above our microwave, I did just hang up a plain green wreath up there. And after I stepped back and looked back at it, I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. So I did go ahead and take that down, and I'll move it to a different area in the house. But as far as the kitchen, I'm just going to keep it pretty simple. And that's pretty much it for this video today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll go ahead and record another video here in the next couple of days once I get kind of the rest of our trees decorated and all of this glitter falls off of me deep cleaning, and I want to go through and get my mop out and really scrub the floors down and stuff. And start getting ready for Thanksgiving, because that'll be our next big event coming up. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and like I said in the beginning, comment down below. Let me know any Christmas traditions that you guys do, or anything that you would like to see in some of the next coming up videos. Other than that, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.